It's really just going to be on the back of Summit with how quickly they're going to be able to respond to that and just keep Lincoln Sphere on the Enigma, right? So you can't get that easy Winter's Curse to be able to disrupt the black hole, right? You would think that that's an absolute disaster, right? It's going to enable the Enigma quite heavily. What happens if Trezam just cold embraces the target, which is going to be the Medusa? Well, he's going to die.
Yeah, well, he's also just going to walk up to the high ground in the 4 heroes of TNC. Trezam can play it perfectly. More of a capability to be able to out-harass the Storm Spirit. Probably imagining Mercury to go for like a 2-0-2 build. So it's going to be a bit difficult for Krish, I think. He does at least have this small camp, so we could see him just shove out the lane and go back and farm that.
Yeah, slightly more attack range always makes life easy. I'm really going to see, like, at the moment, Krish doesn't up. I'm a little surprised at that because, like I was saying before, Lightning Storm,
Krish,
it's just so spammable.
He might... Whoa. I think one thing we also didn't really mention about this bot matchup, we said a lot about the Wyvern into the Enigma as the game goes on, but I think for the laning phase, it's going to be interesting to see how Summit are able to deal with this combo, as Unknown's actually going to take a lot of damage here. Still doesn't have at least a point in the Menace Shield. Not that it'll help out too much, with the snowball past the Wyvern, TNC will find their second kill of the game.
Just against the Tusk, especially with the Seal Off, with the Eidolons, it's just so important to be able to have that cold embrace, to be able to outlast
now mid lane as well. Mercury's going to need some TPs raining on in, and a beautiful double Earth from CZY sets up for the Split Earth as well. They might be able to get Krish, but Carlo is still hunting the tree line. Inkswell enough damage to find the kill onto the left track, and TNC, some really good rotations coming out from the supports early.
That was that instant rotation that I was talking about, right? You're just so young gun, but he's got a little bit of nerves. I mean, he just tried to do a bottle refill with the Tusk, accidentally put the bottle in his backpack, so it actually had the inventory cooldown there, didn't get the refill. So he's going to be dived here without any kind of way to regen himself.
Mercury's got the level 6 as well, so with the extra damage coming through for the Pulse Nova, but a beautiful snowball out to the west. It doesn't get enough distance though. Shards to hold back Mercury. Now that he's out of mana, they will not be able to get another kill.
Bounty rune going for the early infused raindrops, considering again how skirmish heavy they've been. There we go. He's looking to pick up a double stack for himself.
Bottom lane, Trezam. Double snowball. Bok. See if he's going to feel like it's forced to drop the black hole. Probably not. He's got 2 points in the Melephus, couple of Eidolons. With the help of the only level 1 in the tag team, that's still enough to amp up the damage. Now they do see Mavis though starting to stalk his way to top. The ward just out front of the Roche doing the scouting shenanigans. So it looks like Mars is going to try and look to connect to bring down the Grimstroke. They might be off the mark. He actually doesn't get the spear connection. Forced to use the arena.
On his Arctic Burn, right next to a cliff.
Bottom lane.
They look to go high ground.
Double smoke, Krish and Carlo combining together. They got the double damage rune as well, so they're onto Unknown. Cotton Braid's gonna buy him a little bit of time. CZY is able to rotate over, but once again, the shards, and they gotta be cautious because Bok thinking about Seppi and threatening with the black hole. Trezam should be able to escape. Yeah, it's okay. I turned it with Bok. We didn't see that. Trezam should still be chased down. He's got at least the burn up in 8 seconds. Even Yole's rotating bottom. There we go. All right, Carlo's on point. We don't have to worry, Bok. You get the kill nonetheless.
Fall into the fire.
Hasn't punished him a single time.
Mercury. Carlo and Mavis, the duo supports combining together, trying to bring down Mercury, and they're going to be successful. And Carlo, he'll even be able to live for this as well. Trezam TPs into 3 heroes on TNC, so feeding away another kill, and they're going to try. Well, not Carlo will take it.
Is under attack.
Bok shenanigans. They're going to be forced to TP mid. They've got a sentry in the river, aiming towards the last track. It's a defensive use to the arena. Will give Mercury enough time to be able to get out, but Krish still on hot pursuit. Zips the high gun back and forth. He secures the kill, but he's out of mana. CZY zaps him down from afar, so in the end, a 1-for-1, but across the map, Unknown, he gets killed off.
Yeah, I mean, even CZY is pretty on point with this stun so far.
Playing Krish.
Though, speaking of yours.
Yeah, they're actually going to turn. Mars dropping the arena down onto the Grimstroke, so Mavis with a sacrifice. Drop the ward on the higher ground. They will see CZY. Maybe they're going to deal with the line first. Chris gonna jump. He's got Bog and Mavis soon to connect as well. They get the Hex out for the last second, so it will delay some of the damage. They cannot continue this into the Medusa kill, but that is Stone Gaze expended, so maybe these tier 1 towers are not in a position where they can defend it.
I don't think it is at all. I mean, Crush is going to move on forward. I'm not sure how wise this is.
Nah, he's in trouble.
Use the Your Step 3 Omni Slash as well.
Alright, Curse to hold the back, but now it really opens up the map as Chris gonna zip straight to the back line, trying to target on the Winter Wyvern as a snowball dodges the split earth. Chris is still going, has to respect the Cold Embrace, and now Mercury has an opportunity to turn this fight around. Dealing a lot of damage into the middle, but they do not have any stuns as TNC.
They didn't actually look to go and Omni Slash the Mars. I know you've got the Wyvern there with the Cold Embrace, but I feel like
Mercury's got runs to the Enigma. They've all even dropped the arena as well for this. Again, just picking up a kill, especially
towards the start of the game. And I essentially said, look, even if they hit the perfect Blink Black Hole and you've got the Omni Slash onto him, blah, 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 you just Cold Embrace the Medusa and you're probably going to be fine.
Top lane, bit of a dive attempt. Crush going to be off the mark with the spear. And while Carlo's not off the mark, that's to block the retreat. They're going to be cautious. They group up. Trezam drops the curse. It might buy enough time. Well, in fact, not going to be the case as Carlo has got the snowball.
Rotation, getting deep wards down. Like, there's not too much more that you can expect out of him. And he's got a Blink Dagger.
And he's even... The Chris going to look to rotate over. BKB popped. Early commitment on the Mercury, but they'll blow him up. Chris actually going to zip in. Mercury baiting for the moment. Carlo tries to attempt the snowball to save, but Chris is going to be okay with the magic immunity. Off to the northern side though, Crush trying to break the fight in half of the arena. Should be able to kill off Mavis easily, but back to the left track they go as TNC don't care about giving over the Grimstroke kill, especially with how much value. Crush, he's going to jump behind the tower. Mavis, but again, it's an arena only for support. Chris is in with a Vortex onto 3, but instantly Trezam. It's a beautiful curse. Once again, cutting the fight into half, but the Omni Slash surely being tanked up from Mercury. Your Scepter's going to buy him a little bit of time, but as soon as he lands back down, Yowie should freely be able to get the kill. No hesitation as TNC. It was a buyback that eventually comes out from Mavis, so...
And the supports, they've got the presence of mind to know exactly where Summit are at all times.
Well, they're going to see your way. They might be able to jump him in, so let's see if they can blow him up. Inkswald's out. Brock's going to jump into the middle. They need the curse. They need to cancel. They'll do so, but the damage has been done. The black hole lasting long enough, giving Yowie an opportunity to be able to retreat, but they still want to go in. It's Mercury beelining into the middle.
That Cold Embrace
buying him a little bit of time. They're onto Unknown to the back line as well. As Speed pushes him closer to the Medusa. As Yowi's falling lower and lower. Blade Fury to get out, but he will not survive. And now Mavis, they should be able to close the distance. Unknown and Crush combining together. Mavis might be able to bring the Mars into the grave, but a spear to push him out. Mavis, can he get cute enough to get the Mars? It's not going to be the case in the end. Unknown finds a trip. Summit might be able to even the tier 2 towers. They got Crush on the high gun. In position to be able to jump in. Gets the arena. Yowie instant with the Blade Fury to protect himself. The follow-up is lacking for the moment. In the end, Mercury will be able to charge into the midst of the walls onto the backline though. Krish, he actually wants to take the fight, targeting the line and Trezam. It's an early use of curse, so this will definitely enable the Enigma. Mercury though still falling lower and lower. Yowie's going to be able to secure the kill, but it does come at a cost as Krish will be brought down to the arrows from Krish is lacking some mana, nothing crazy. TNC once again, another smoke and straight to Mercury. They go, but they're going to be cautious as they group up. Black Hold the ready, Curse at the ready. Wyvern might be trouble if Brock's able to find him up. Able to do so. Look at Trezam's position. Gets the Curse to cancel the Black Hole, and now Unknown is in the middle, just dealing all the damage required to kill off the Juggernaut and TNC. They got to get out. They've got to evacuate, but they won't be able to as Unknown is pumping in the damage left, right, and center. Onto the 5th they go as Tusk will be killed off to end the fight, and once again, Unknown reigns supreme.
I love it that my girl Wyvern's able to do something like that. It's just, how can you get vision? Carlo's got the axe. If they can isolate him away from the team and get that BKB black hole.
All right. Nice kick. Instant use of the Stone Gaze, though.
3 seconds.
Unknown's going to be able to force that back to the high camp, but that is BKB. Stone goes expended, so Bok, he's going to consider jumping. Christian's going to do the same as well against the double set. Now with the black hole, the damage is being rained into the Medusa. Now she's got to buy back, so TNC, I don't think they're going to get too much done with this, but man, what a read from TNC to find an angle back in.
Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's under
It's
attack.
Carlo, man. Carlo is the one that's doing it for his entire
Again,
team.
they keep the left track back now, but instantly crushed for the arena. Is it going to be enough to be able to keep him alive? A cold embrace at the last second. Mercury is being healed up, and that's enough. That is enough.
I mean, it's just going to be super good, right? As long as you've got that.
Carlo, he's going to say Mercury alone. The BKB is going to do nothing, my friend. For the TP, something to come through from the T2 tower. Let's see if Mercury's going to be able to stay alive for that long, but as soon as the Nihilism expires your way, he can separate in the middle, provide plenty of damage to get rid of the last track. Crush is too late to the party. Drop to arena. Unknown's going to be able to follow in, but be cautious now. The thread of the black hole, it's up in 15 seconds. Krish needs to deal with the supports. He's going to target the Lion for the moment at the back line. They get the Wyvern. They got the Wyvern, so there's no way to cancel now, really. Playing Crush. Oh, what I missed? Reveal himself. BKB still on cooldown. Aeon disc on cooldown as well. And Crush, you gotta hope he's got a buyback, but he doesn't. Now Unknown. With the soul but he's in trouble. Almost up to the last second. The medic the guy's just gonna be game. It's just game. Steps too far. Another pick off. Oh no, son.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He went and bought the Aghanim shard as well on the left track.
Jump Mercury, there we go. Box in. A single black hole. There's going to be no answer as the crits come through thick and fast. And yeah, that's looking like it's game. And they call it TNC. It took them a while, 45 minutes in the end, but they will be able to find their game one victory.
Those little mistakes that amplify into so much more, right? It was saying had the better draft, and I still do honestly believe that on Summit. It was just a little bit of